Dear students, welcome back for today's new online topic. The name of the topic is antiseptic and disinfectant. So this is the first theoretical chapter from the syllabus of pharmaceutical chemistry 2. As we discussed in chapter number 1, the introduction to heterocyclic compounds. In that chapter we discussed different type of heterocyclic ring, functional groups, what are the different IUPAC names, how to draw the structures from given chemical name, etc. In this year, this is the first topic according to PCI syllabus for final exam as well as your internal college exams. So first, what is the definition of antiseptic and disinfectant? Before starting to proceed, just this is my YouTube channel like Abhijit Kasre. Subscribe for further communication. So, what are the learning outcomes? Student or learner will be able to, after completion of this topic, will be able to define and classify different antiseptic and disinfectant drugs, then to draw the different chemical structures like antiseptic and disinfectant drugs, then recall the physicochemical properties, that is, physical and chemical properties of specific drugs with their important storage conditions, and to understand the uses and official preparation of the different pharmaceutical compounds. So these are the very important four learning outcomes will be achieved after completion of this antiseptic and disinfectant. Now, what is the definition of this antiseptic? Are the agents which destroy or prevent the growth of microorganisms when applied only to the living tissues. Examples: mouthwash, gargles, some gels, soap and preparations. So antiseptics which are used to kill or prevent the different type of microorganisms. Another definition, second definition is antiseptic. After antiseptic is disinfectant. What is disinfectant? Are the agents which kill the vegetative bacteria and are used to eliminate object and material. Means what? These are the drugs which are used only to kill the vegetative type of bacteria. For example, we clean the surface like we use phenol, Dettol, chlorpyrifos. These are the different examples of the disinfectants. Next, what do we mean by sterilizations? Are the agents which destroy all from their life. Means the bacteria, virus or fungi are totally destroyed from using these sterilizers. Next, what are the preservatives? Preservatives are the agents that prevent the biological destruction of material or pharmaceutical products. Means suppose if you store in the any organ or compound in your lab, you preserve that compound. Means what? These are the agents which used to prevent the biological destruction of material or pharmaceutical products. Next, bactericides, the agents which kill the bacteria, are called as bactericides. Suppose this is the suffix is CID. CIDE indicates to kill, whereas bacterostatics means the agents which prevent the growth of bacteria are called or known as bacterostatics. Statics means prevent the growth of bacteria. So these are the six very important definitions in antiseptic and disinfectant. Next, what is the actual difference between the antiseptic and disinfectant? All antiseptic are work as antiseptics are disinfectants, but all disinfectants are not antiseptics. Remember, Dettol is also used as a hand wash, also used as cleaning purpose. This is what Dettol is used as to clean the wounds and different types of injuries is also used as a cleaning purpose. So antiseptics are disinfectants, but all disinfectants are not antiseptics. Second point, it can be applied on the living tissues. Means what? Suppose your blood cells, skin are cut, That time we apply antiseptics, but there any sterilization process we use disinfectants. Means any immediate object like stool, platform, tables, we can disinfect that area by using this disinfection. Examples we use only on skin and mucous membrane, and disinfectant exams we can use on lab work, tables, floor, and material. Next is very important is the classification. Number one is alcohol and aldehydes. These are the different examples like ethyl alcohol, isopropyl alcohol, formaldehyde. Second is the halogen compounds, chloramine, T, chlorhexidine acetate. These are the different examples of halogen compounds. Number three is phenol and related compounds. These are the different examples of the phenol and related compounds. Number four is mercury compounds. Fifth one is the dyes as a coloring purpose, like proflavin is a very important drug, propanol hemisulfate, acryflavine, brilliant green, crystal violet, methylene blue, these are the used as antiseptic and disinfectants. Surface active agents, benzoyl chloride, cetrimide is very important drug, which are frequently asked in exam. And last one is the miscellaneous agents. These are the seven different classes. By using this we classify different antiseptic agents according to their chemical structure according to their basic nucleus. I repeat once again. First is the alcohol and aldehyde. Second is halogen compound. Number three, phenols and related compound. Number four is mercury compounds. Fifth is the dye. Number six, surface active agents. And number seven is miscellaneous agents. These are the seven important points in classification. Next, some important structures with their properties and uses according to MSBT exam. Important questions asked frequently. Only three structures are important in this chapter, that is antiseptic and disinfectant. First is the proflavin. Proflavin is also known as 3,6-diamine. So this is the structure of proflavin. If you see the numbering from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10 containing cetoatom. Now the exceptional cases, numbering starting without heteroatom. So acridine is a basic nucleus. 3,6-diamine is the substitutes. That is the 3 and 6. These two amine groups are present. That's why 3,6-diamine acridine. Next, as we discuss in syllabus point of view, all the structures or all the theories covered with the structure, properties, uses, and all, and their storage conditions. But here, property, the different important factors in the properties, color, odor, taste, and solubility. Color, orange to red in color, odor is odorless, taste is tasteless. But what about solubility? It is soluble in water and insoluble in chloroform and ether. These are the properties. Remember, always four characteristics are important like color, odor, taste, solubility. Next is the uses. Uses is antiseptics. It is used as antiseptic. Then wounds treatment, a dressing purpose, local infections in ear, mouth, and skin. These are the very important uses of proflavin. Next, what are different formulations available in market? Proflavin is available in cream form. Okay. Second drug is the phenol. Properties of the phenol. Color is a colorless liquid which turns in blue. Odor is characteristic and aromatic. Taste is a tasteless. Solubility, it is miscible in glycerin. Remember always, whenever you write the properties, you divide into four factors. First one is the color, second is odor, number three is the taste, and number four is the solubility. What are different uses? It is also used as like proflavin, it is used as antiseptics for mouth ulcer and tonsil purpose. Wound treatment, dressing purpose, analgesic in dentists, voice treatments in ear. These are the different uses of phenol. And structure is very simple. 6-member ring containing 1 hydroxyl group. To this benzene ring, structure is phenol. Next, number 3, very important, frequently asked in exam, draw the structure of chlorophyll. So structure of chlorocrystal containing 3-methyl 4-chlorophenol. As we see the structure numbering is starting from 1 is the hydroxyl group, number 3 is the methyl group, and number 4 is the chloro. So chemical name of this structure is 3-methyl 4-chlorophenol. Okay. So what are the properties of chlorocrystal? Chlorocrystal is colorless, odor is characteristic, taste is tasteless, solubility which is soluble in water. What about the different uses? It is used as an antiseptic, powerful bactericides, fungicides. It is used as preservatives for the cream in pharmaceutical applications. These are the different uses. Then very important is stability and storage. It is oxidized by air. Hence, it is stored in the lab or any other area. It is oxidized by air or oxygen. So that's why very precautions during taking the storage conditions, which it is stored in tightly closed light resistance container. Hence, it is stored in very tightly closed light resistance container due to oxidation of air or oxygen. Okay. Next, very important theoretical drug. There is no structure of the cetrimide, but theory is very important. Theory indicates property, uses, stability, and different conditions. Likewise, properties are white or creamy white powder. Odor is a faint characteristic. Taste is a tasteless. Solubility, soluble in water, insoluble in ether. These are the properties of this cetrimide drug. What about uses? Very important. Frequently asked questions. Write down the uses of cetrimide in MSBT exam. Antiseptic and detergents, burns and wounds, to remove the scabs, in disinfectant the vessels, and it is also used as a preservatives and emulsifying agents. So these are the different uses of cetrimide drugs. What about stability and storage? It is stored in tightly closed containers. Different formulation is very important. Cetrimide is available in cream, ointment, solution, and wax. Remember always pharmaceutical preparations and dosage form both are same, but just difference according to their procedure referred with which pharmacopoeia. That is the Indian pharmacopoeia or British pharmacopoeia, etc. Next and last drug is the hexachlorophene. Properties of hexachlorophene is white or pale buff in powder. Odor is odorless or phenolic in odor. Taste is tasteless. Solubility, it is soluble in alkali hydroxide, insoluble in water. What about uses? Antibacterial. It is also used as to reduce the bacterial flora, to reduce the bacterial infections. It is also used as a disinfectant hands of the surgeon. What about stability and storage? It is stored, it is affected by light and hence it is stored in closely, tightly closed light resistance container. What about pharmaceutical formulations? It is available in dusting powder, liquid soap, and cleansing emulsion. And very important is the brand name is Starzec and Sanpur. So after finishing, very important 6 questions which is asked in MSBT exam, frequently asked questions. These are the 6 questions which is very important. I sorting from the model answers, I sorting from the question papers, and these are the 6 important questions frequently asked in exam. First is a define antiseptic and disinfectant and classify with example. Second, draw the structure and uses of roflavin. Number 3, draw the structure and use of chlorocrysol. Give the medicinal uses of cetrimide. Write the uses of hydroxychlorophene. Give the names of the drugs from the antiseptic and disinfectant. These are the 6 questions which is very very important. So I hope all are clear, all the doubts, and we finished this topic by this short discussion point of view. Thank you for listening. Thank you. Any doubt, you can ask me on my personal mail ID and WhatsApp number. Thank you so much.